Inglese per il digitale. Ti ricordo che questo non è un corso in vendita. Mi guarderai mentre io insegno ai i miei studenti sono su Zoom, a questo corso non si può accedere chiedendo a me come si fa, come non si fa, io sono dipendente presso un'accademia digitale, i corsi sono rivolti a specifici settori di utenza, quindi bisogna avere dei requisiti, essere residenti nella regione Lazio. Io sono solo una dipendente, sono assunta per lavorare in remoto, per insegnare questi corsi in remoto. Quindi quello che vedrai in questa live, e anche se stai guardando questa live indifferita, è soltanto me. Dovrei aver attivato correttamente il microfono, quindi dovreste sentirmi meglio del solito rispetto a quando mi sentite insomma con il microfono del cellulare, quindi sono contenta di poter offrire una live di qualità migliore attraverso questo microfono, mentre questo microfono è ovviamente collegato alla lezione, a quello che sentono gli studenti tramite Zoom. Quindi tra 4 minuti la lezione comincia. Oggi ho preparato una cosa molto interessante per i miei studenti, ho preparato una pagina interattiva per poter fare pratica di tutte le azioni, in inglese ovviamente, quindi una lezione CLIL, di tutte le azioni che si possono effettuare su una pagina attraverso il mouse o la tastiera, anche i vari tasti, e quindi loro a turno prenderanno la parola, useranno questa pagina, mostreranno il loro schermo e descriveranno le azioni che sono proprio cliccabili e hanno un effetto sulla pagina. Tutto questo lo faranno in inglese, lo faremo insieme in inglese, è un corso di inglese per il digitale, ma si tiene interamente in inglese. Bene, bene, stanno cominciando ad arrivare gli studenti, alle 11.05 iniziamo. Oggi, comunque questa live sarà sempre registrata, vorrei un po' di feedback sull'audio di questo microfono e soprattutto provo a fare un tic tic. Mi dite se è davvero questo microfono che sto usando oppure se sto usando accidentalmente il microfono del cellulare, quello integrato nel cellulare. Questa live viene registrata e sarà poi reperibile sul canale anche in differita. Nel frattempo, se ci sono domande, posso rispondere in questi 3 minuti che restano. Comincio a equipaggiarmi di cuffia. Ups, mi sono un po' attorcigliata. Inglese per il digitale. Bellissimo questo corso, è stata un'idea del mio capo ovviamente, perché lui è pieno di idee fantastiche. Lui sa che io insegno modalità CLIL, quindi mi ha proposto questa cosa molto molto carina. Abbiamo preparato questa pagina che... ok. Chiunque per link può accedere, sì. Va bene. Perfetto. Ho preparato una pagina interattiva, quindi gli studenti la useranno. Faccio vedere così abbiamo un'idea di quello che stiamo facendo. Quindi c'è questa pagina interattiva che loro useranno e dovranno descrivere quello che stanno facendo. Quindi mi diranno, this is a left click. I have clicked. I am going to undo my action. This is a right click. I have right clicked. I'm going to undo my action. This is a double click. This is a drag and drop. I have dragged and dropped the blue box. This is a hover action. I'm going to hover my mouse over this box. This is a scroll action. This is a side scroll. I will type some text in here. I'll copy and paste this. I'll undo and redo, tab navigation, eccetera, eccetera. So è molto interattivo, l'ho preparata io per loro e possono appunto fare pratica mentre fanno quello che fanno, quindi è anche un esercizio in modalità TPR, Total Physical Response, mentre quello che stanno imparando lo stanno anche facendo con il corpo, quindi spero davvero che siano tutti connessi dal computer, perché non so ovviamente quanti di loro oggi sono connessi dal computer. Vediamo. Ok, sono le 11.05, possiamo iniziare. Ho appena avuto una piccola vertigine, questo non ci piace. Ok, speriamo di non averne altre. Posizioniamo meglio questa ring light perché Oggi sembra un po' più scura la giornata. Vediamo. Ok. Da questo momento in poi non posso più interagire con la chat di YouTube, vedrete soltanto me, sentirete soltanto me per ovvie ragioni, non vedrete né sentirete i miei studenti. Facciamo pausa, la prima pausa la facciamo a mezzogiorno, avremo 10 minuti di pausa che posso passare con voi, oppure forse devo dare un bacio a mio marito per farmi un caffè. Good morning! Good morning! How are you? I'm doing good. It's good to see you. Okay, so let's see who's here. Okay. All right, so I have prepared something for you. I made an interactive web page for you so that you can practice some of the actions that we have learned. Not something that you've learned, but I'm going to show you what it is. Every time you perform an action on this web page, it will show the effect of your action. And I am going to show you what I want you to do. This is for our first hour together. In our second hour together, we will pick it up from where we left off with forms, and we will connect our Google Forms to Google Sheets. So today's lesson is on two main things: interactive web page, Google Forms to Google Sheets. I'm going to show you my screen so you know what I made for you. And this is basically just an interactive page with many actions. I have a left click, a right click, a double click, a drag. This is not a drag and drop, but you can drag and drop, hover, scroll, side scroll, horizontal scroll, typing, copy and paste, undo, redo, tab navigation, and the last one is escape key that we haven't learned about. So far, we haven't talked about the escape key, we haven't talked about the tab navigation, and we haven't talked about undo and redo. So some of these things are new, and I want you to learn these things by doing them. Now, here we go. I am going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to perform what I want you to do. My goodness, 16 tab. Look at this, 16,000 messages. This is so shameful. This is my email. This is in my inbox. I have 16,000 unread messages. I am so ashamed. I'm going to close this. Okay. So I'm going to perform the actions. The first thing I'm going to say is the description of the action. This is a left click. Then I'm going to read the description. Click the button below with your left mouse button. Then I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say, I have clicked the button. I have clicked the button. Then I'll move on to the next action. This is a right click. Then I'm going to read what's on the screen. Right click anywhere inside the box below. Now I'm going to say, I have right clicked. I have right clicked. Then I'm going to move on to the next action. This is a double click. Now I'm going to read. Double click the box below quickly. I have double clicked. This is a drag action. Click and hold the blue box, then move your mouse to drag it around. I have clicked and held, or I can say I have dragged and dropped the box. Hover. Move your mouse cursor over the button below without clicking. I have hovered. So you can describe the action and say what you've done. I have hovered over the button. I have hovered over the box. Scroll. This is a vertical scroll, and we have done this together. Use your mouse wheel to scroll inside the box below. I have scrolled. Side scroll. Use your mouse wheel while holding shift. I'm holding the shift key, holding it, press and hold. And at the same time, I am using the wheel. See? I am using the wheel to do a side scroll. If I don't hold the shift key down, it won't work. It's not a side scroll. So you can scroll up and down, but if you want to do a side scroll, you'll have to press and hold the shift key. And you will do a side scroll. I have side scrolled. Typing. Type any text in the input field below. Hello. I have typed hello. Copy and paste. Select the box below. Select. How do you select? You need to drag and drop. Then press Control C. Then click in the input field and press Control V. Control V. I have copied and pasted, or I have copy pasted. That's also another way of saying it. You can say, I have copy pasted. Undo and redo. Type in the field below, then press Control Z to undo and Control Y to redo. Hello, this is a test. Control Z. Control Z. Every time you press Control Z, it will undo the last action. The last action is the last letter that you have typed. So it will not undo the whole sentence, just one letter at a time. But if you press Control Y, it will redo the action. Tab navigation. I will show you what the tab navigation is, but you have it on your keyboard and it says tab. Click in the first, so I have undone and I have redone, or undo, redo. You can describe your action like that. Tab navigation. Click in the first input field. I have clicked. Then press tab to move to the next field. I have pressed tab. I have pressed tab. You can also go back with shift tab. You can say I have shift tab. No, I have back navigated. It's hard to find a way to correctly describe what you've done. But as long as you talk and repeat and describe your action, I'm happy. I want to hear you talking. So copy, undo, redo, tab navigation, escape key. Click the button below to open a message, then press escape to close it. Message is open, press escape to close. I have escaped. No, let's not say I have escaped. I have pressed escape, or I have closed the message by pressing escape. So let's see, how many actions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 actions. I want you to get familiar with the actions. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to give you the link, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes to get familiar with the actions. Then I'm going to ask you to share your screen, and I'm going to ask you to perform 6 actions of your choice. You can choose which actions to perform and to describe. Just remember, I want you to say, this is a left click action, read the text, and then tell me what you've done. So I'm going to give you the link, and you will see it in the chat. Tell me if the link works. It works? Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm going to turn off my microphone. I'll be here. Just get familiar with it. If you have any questions. Oh, Emanuele, I see you are using a cell phone today. Oh, he probably can't hear me today. That's okay. Okay. So I have made this. Paola. Paola, is that you? My friend Paola? La mia amichetta Paola? Sei tu? Ho visto che hai scritto qualcosa e poi hai cancellato. Non so se sei tu, ma... Hey? Yes? Emanuela, can you hear me? That's okay. No problem, Emanuele. Don't worry. Okay. So this, all the entire web page is built for mouse and keyboard. It's not for tapping. It might work if you use a touch screen device. If you want to try that, it's fine. It's probably going to be hard for you to share the screen and participate in the lesson if you're on the train. So don't worry. If you want to participate and share your screen, feel free to do so. The right click doesn't work? Doesn't do anything? Okay, maybe we can check together once you share your screen. Huh, interesting. Well, I made this. It does. It just it will undo the action by itself after a little bit. I can hear you going with your mouse. I'm like, that's all right. Well, we'll just keep in mind, I made this with artificial intelligence. I didn't code this page, so there might be something that doesn't work properly. Okay, 1 more minute. Mi date un feedback su questo microfono? Sta funzionando questo microfono o sta funzionando il microfono? integrato nel telefono. Spero che stia funzionando questo microfono, perché questo qui invece è per la lezione. I miei studenti sentono la voce da questo e voi voi di YouTube dovreste sentire la voce da questo. Ok, Vincenza, do you want to go first? All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I would like for you to just share your screen and perform 6 actions. There you go. Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. Can you do me one favor? Describe the action, say something like, this is a drag action, or I chose a drag action. Then read the text, read the description. I would like for you to read it out loud and then tell me what you've done. Okay. Can you read the entire description for me? Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Nice. It's always nice when you get to learn something new, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Control. So instead of calling it, yeah, control. Z. That was shift. I think you were pressing shift. You're pressing control, control Z. Interesting. Well, there might be some bugs because this is an AI generated page. You know what? You never stop learning what AI generated stuff can do or cannot do. I mean, you can keep learning forever things that were working so far, but it's strange because this is static HTML as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, It works now. Also because you've moved to other actions and then performed other things in between. So yes, I'm not surprised. Of course, please do. Please test something. Anything you want. Perfect. See, you'll never know what's going on behind the scenes. How many actions have you performed so far? Mm-hmm. And drag. That's mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Nice. So this is called tab navigation, and I honestly don't know what to call the shift tab navigation. Honestly always said just shift tab, shift tab. I don't know if there's a specific name for the back navigation. It's so niche. It's such a very specific thing. I just say, I shift tabbed, or press tab, press shift tab. So well, these are called tabs. These are actually tabs. These are your Chrome tabs. You are using Google Chrome as a browser and you are moving between tabs. That's tab navigation. There you have it. Great. Thank you, Vincenza. I did not insist on you describing the action in the past form. I'm not going to insist. You've talked a lot. So if you don't want to say, I have right-clicked, it's okay. You talked a lot, you described many actions, you discovered many new things, so I'm okay with that. Thank you for sharing your screen. Cristiana, do you want to go next? Not yet. Yes. Hold on a second. It's loading. There it is. Cool. We can see. Yeah. Okay. Yes, please. Good. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yes. There, it's working. Sky scrolled. So you, perfect. Don't be sorry. Yes, you have typed. Control. C. Yes. Fantastic. I have lost count of how many actions you have performed, but keep going. If you have another one, okay, one more. Thank you. Thank you. Emanuele, are you able to do this? Can you share your screen? Probably not. Can you share your phone screen? I don't know if you can. Try. Yes. Um, it, it doesn't let you choose. Oh, there, you found it. Great. Let's see if it lets you share your screen. We still haven't had the privilege of seeing or hearing Hayes tracks. The mystery of Hayes tracks. Unbelievable. Still waiting on Emanuele to be able to share his screen. Let's see if it works. No, I understand, Emanuele. It might be hard on a small screen. Sometimes when you try sharing, did it work? Did it work on your touch screen? Oh, okay. Okay. I am glad you were able to perform the actions, even if you can't share the screen. That's okay. It's still good practice. Don't be sorry. I hope you enjoy your time with your grandparents in Naples. How long is the ride? How long? How long does it take? How long does it take for you to get to Naples by train? How long? Oh, only 1 hour. It's very close. So that's, I hope you enjoy your time with them. What time does your train leave? Okay, so 10 past 12. Okay, so you still have a long time to enjoy this lesson and spend time with us. Okay, so I want to show you how I made this page. And you probably saw that it says here that you are looking at AI generated content. You're looking at AI generated content, so be careful. Some things might not be perfect, some things might not work. So I'm going to show you what I did. All of this was prompted. I have the skills to make something like this, very simple web page, very, very simple. This is mainly, some code, not too complicated, but this would have taken me probably 1 hour. 1 hour if I were to code this page and develop it. But with a few prompts, I did this in, 5-10 minutes maybe. So I want to show you what I did. So as you can see, I am inside the Qwen 3 Max. This is artificial intelligence. And I used this, not ChatGPT. I didn't use Gemini. I used Qwen because Qwen is very, very good when it comes to web pages, especially simple ones. So I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, by the way, something else that we should try is zooming in, zooming out. This is zooming in. When you increase the percentage, I'm zooming in. Now it's at 200% zoom. Then to reverse, you zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. So this is what I did. I chose artifacts. Artifacts. Do you see this little icon right here with a puzzle? Artifacts. And I started prompting something like this. Generate an interactive web page for my students to practice mouse and keyboard actions. Each action must come with a description. Each action must be reversible. Each action must have a visible, must be performable and have a visible effect on the web page. Put each action in its own box. Place each action in its own box. Include at least 12 actions. Okay, this is my prompt. Yes, ask your question. What's your question? That's an observation. You have observed that my prompt has no context. Because the context is this. The context is me clicking on the modality. So this is a artifact mode. in which the model acts as a web developer. So that's it. That's a nice observation that you have made right there. Very good observation. So for many things in Quen, you don't need to give context, because the context is selected by clicking one of these things. Look. Interesting. Very interesting. Look, this is the artifact. Let's see if this is a good one, or if we have to move through iteration, and let's see if we have to fix a few things. Mouse click me. Okay, click again to remove highlight. Good. Double click the box to rotate it. Interesting. Ooh, you can rotate it. This is nice. I haven't thought of that. Double click again to reset. Right click the box to add a red border. Right click again to remove. Mouse hover over the box to scale it up. Move away to reset. Press spacebar. Click inside the box. Then press spacebar to blur the text. Look at that. Interesting. Press again to clear. Perfect. Press enter. Click inside the box, then press enter to move it right. Let's actually use it. Okay. Click inside the box, then press enter to move it right. Press again to reset. Ooh, look at that. We moved the box by hitting enter. Press again to reset. Drag element. Drag the text below to move it. Double click to reset position. This didn't work. See? That one didn't work. I moved it, I dragged it, but the text disappeared. It disappeared. Scroll wheel. This is the wheel, the little wheel. It's called a scroll wheel. Hover over the text and scroll to change text size. Look at this. Click to reset. That's so interesting. See, we've discovered even more things that we can do. Of course, all of these actions will not work on every web page. This will not work on every web page. You can't just click on a text and use the scroll wheel to make the text bigger or smaller, okay? This is something that works on this specific page. But it's nice. Let's see how big it can go. This is as big as it goes. Control K. Click inside the box and press Control K to grayscale the text. Grayscale. But it's not, you cannot see any visible action because this is already grayscale. Grayscale, color. Grayscale is like black and white, and color is just color. Mouse press. Click and hold to press the box down. Oh, interesting. It looks like a button. Release to reset. Type text. Hello. Press escape to clear. Sorry. Oops, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, okay, hello. Hello. And then press escape. Oh no, see, that escape thing is not working properly because it's escaping the whole page. It's just closing the whole page. Escaping full screen mode. Custom context menu. Right click the box to flip it horizontally. Right click again to reset. So these are not, some of these actions are not real life actions that you can perform on any website, but it's still nice practice. It is nice practice because you get to practice the language behind each action. So I'm just going to give it to you again. I'm just going to give you the link so you can just get familiar with this. Okay. distribute. Once you are done with your page, you can distribute it, and that creates a link. When you click here, you will copy the link and then you can paste it in your chat or wherever you want. This is a cool little tool to create interactive web pages. I'll just give it to you to get familiar with it. It can also be private. You can also distribute it and it will be your private link. You don't have to do it like publicly. Just giving you some time to interact with those actions. Which is the problem? Oh, see, that you have dragged and dropped. Interesting, but my element had disappeared. See, I'm dragging it. Yes. Yes, please. Please do. It's loading. There. Ah, there it is. Huh. So as soon as I drag it, it disappears. Maybe I have to drag it inside a specific box, because if I drag it over the page, I'll try. Huh. It's definitely a bug. This is just, it's just a quick page and it's AI generated, but let me try. See, no, mine just disappears. Oh no, there it is. Found it. All right. So we have 10 minutes before our break, and during this time, I want to show you how you can make forms with AI. Now, we saw last time how we made forms with Google Forms, and that was pretty good because it's actually a very good form. It's connected to your Google Drive. It's highly, it's easy to customize. You can also make it look different. We all made a purple form last time. Our forms were purple, no images, nothing specific, but you can customize your form. Today, I want to show you how you can make a form with AI. And it's interesting how AI is now coming as a tool, coming to you as a tool to achieve things that you wouldn't have been able to achieve without it. And making interesting, non-complex web pages is one of those things. So my challenge to you is to prompt Qwen, 10 minutes, prompt Qwen to make a form. A form to collect data. Now, last time when we made forms for our business, like Emanuele had an English school, Cristiana had a museum or a hotel, I can't remember, a restaurant, and Vincenza had a hotel. We had to think of all the questions. Now, this process of thinking of the questions can be delegated or partially delegated to AI. So I would like for you to prompt in English. Don't worry if what you're typing isn't perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect English. This is just, practice. I would like for you to prompt Quen. Sorry, I'm going to give you the correct address so you know exactly where to go, chat.quen.ai. So you don't have to scamper through the web, chat.quen.ai. It didn't work. There, HTTPS. Okay, so if you click on that link, you will end up on the Quen website, and you will see the model that I have used. You can start by selecting artifacts. Artifacts is a good option for form building. If you want to build a form, artifacts is a good option. So you start with a new chat, of course, and you select artifacts. Prompt your Quen to build a form for your business. You don't have to give it all the instructions for all the questions, just give it a good prompt in English. Prompt in English. Qualcuno ha chiesto se può ascoltare. No, non potete ascoltare perché i miei studenti ovviamente sono parte di un corso e proteggo la loro privacy, la loro identità, non posso trasmettere la loro immagine. Loro sono connessi a questa classe via Zoom, stanno facendo degli esercizi con me. Questo è un corso che si chiama Inglese per il digitale, dove insegno inglese, insegno in inglese. E quindi è un corso in modalità CLIL dove l'informatica di base si insegna interamente in inglese. Adesso stanno scrivendo un prompt in inglese per creare un modulo. Finora abbiamo fatto delle azioni interessanti con il mouse, la tastiera, per far sì che loro potessero parlare e fare un esercizio in modalità TPR, Total Physical Response. Ti ricordo, se stai guardando questa live dal vivo oppure in differita in un secondo momento, che non vendo corsi, non sono un'imprenditrice, sono un'insegnante, sono assunta presso l'Accademia Digitale, insegno in remoto e trasmetto il mio lato del corso. Ovviamente non sentirete la voce degli studenti, non vedrete le loro facce perché loro sono parte di un programma e ovviamente hanno il diritto di fare lezione senza essere trasmessi su YouTube. Vi sto dando pochi minuti per scrivere un prompt, dopodiché vediamo cosa ci esce con il loro prompt scritto in inglese. I'm also doing it. This is my first time creating a form with Quen. Going to give you a couple more minutes. My Quen is still generating my form. I have a first version of my form. Vincenza, do you have a first version of your form or are you still prompting? You're muted. I'm sorry. I muted you, everyone. You're muted. I cannot hear you. You're muted. I muted everyone. I did it. I'm sorry. Because I could hear tick, 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 tick. I was like, okay, I'm going to mute everyone. Okay. Cristiana, are you still prompting or do you have a first version of your form? Oh, okay. Now remember, when you click on artifacts, the icon with the little puzzle, you don't need to give it too much context. You don't need to give it too much context when you click on a button because it will act as someone who is an expert at coding. So don't need to give it too much context. I will show you, I will give you one more minute. Then after a break, we can keep doing this and I will show you my prompt. It's a very simple prompt. Okay, great. That's good. Okay, we will take a 10-minute break now. When we come back, I will show you my form and my prompt. Then you will show me yours, and then we will move on to Google Forms and Sheets. This will be interesting. 10-minute break. See you in 10 minutes. Ok, so my students are on a break. I miei studenti stanno facendo una pausa di 10 minuti. Quello che stiamo facendo adesso è creare prompt, scrivere un buon prompt che generi un form. Questo è un corso che si chiama Inglese per il digitale, quindi tutto quello che facciamo riguarda l'informatica, sia l'informatica di base che alcuni elementi di intelligenza artificiale. Emanuele, I just wanted to tell you that we are on a break. We are taking a 10-minute break. Mi era caduta la linea, si era disconnesso, gli ho voluto dire che non è che non sentiva e che stiamo facendo 10 minuti di pausa. Dicevo, Intanto devo ringraziare la mia amica Paola che prima si è connessa e mi ha detto eh, che si sentiva correttamente questo microfono, quindi sono contenta di poter offrire un audio migliore. Ok, dicevo, quello che stiamo facendo è inglese per il digitale, quindi tutto quello che facciamo, sia elementi di informatica di base, che elementi di intelligenza artificiali, prompting, tutte queste cose qui le facciamo interamente in inglese. Quindi questa è una lezione di inglese in modalità CLIL, dove i ragazzi imparano il contenuto, cioè l'informatica, l'inglese per il digitale, in inglese. E questo davvero porta a un sacco di risultati perché per 2 ore loro si focalizzano su quello che stanno facendo, ma direttamente in inglese, quindi non pensano neanche a tradurre, pensano a fare l'azione, a portare avanti il compito in inglese. Ed è una cosa che ha veramente un impatto sull'apprendimento completamente diverso dal adesso imparo come si dice questa cosa in inglese, oppure mi devo ricordare come si dice questa cosa in inglese. Il coinvolgere il corpo, le azioni, tutto quello che si fa, farlo direttamente in inglese ha un impatto incredibile sull'acquisizione della lingua, quindi io spero che molte persone possano trovare, se veramente pensi di avere bisogno di un corso di inglese, trovati un corso di tipo CLIL, ma molte persone, la maggior parte delle persone non hanno bisogno di un vero e proprio corso di inglese, tutto quello che si può acquisire della lingua lo si può fare in autonomia ed è questo il motivo per il quale su questo canale io parlo di acquisizione linguistica e ehm, diffondo gratuitamente il mio protocollo per l'acquisizione delle lingue, perché credo che... Un attimo, un attimo, un attimo. Scusate, mio marito mi ha chiesto una cosa. Ok, se stai guardando questa live in differita sai che queste parti non saranno rimosse e quindi insomma è quello che è. Non mi metto a fare editing sulle live, è una live di 2 ore, non mi metto là a tagliare tutti gli spezzoni che devono essere rimossi. Fa niente. Puoi scorrere avanti sulla barra di scorrimento della live. Mhm. Ok. Bene. I don't know how to read that. Anaconda, I have no idea what you typed. Non ho idea di cosa tu abbia digitato. Non so leggere il cirillico. No idea, I'm sorry. Ok, allora, fra 5 minuti si ricomincia. Io metto un attimo in pausa. Allora, tra un minuto ricomincia la lezione, sì. Ripeto che se stai guardando questa lezione su YouTube non vedrai l'intera lezione, non vedrai il mio schermo condiviso, non vedrai la mia lavagna, perché questo è riservato ai miei studenti che sono su Zoom. Non vendo corsi, quindi questo corso non è in vendita, non è un modo per promuovere i miei corsi, non sono un'imprenditrice, sono una dipendente, sono assunta come insegnante presso un'accademia digitale. Siccome so che questi corsi sono importanti, ti posso offrire una parte di quello che è questo tipo di corso, trasmettendo solo la mia faccia e la mia voce. Dovresti sentire la mia voce attraverso questo microfono, mentre questo è quello per gli studenti. Quindi non puoi vedere tutto di questa lezione, e mi dispiace, però questo è quello che posso offrire ovviamente gratuitamente. E spero che ti possa essere utile. Questo corso è inglese per il digitale e facciamo tutto in inglese. Informatica di base, informatica leggermente più avanzata. Adesso gli ho dato un esercizio da fare, hanno 10 minuti di pausa, la pausa è quasi finita. Stiamo per mostrare ognuno di noi che lavoro abbiamo fatto con il prompting. Gli ho fatto fare un prompt in inglese. Via, ricominciamo. Da questo momento in poi non posso più interagire con la chat di YouTube perché sono con i miei studenti fino all'una. We're back. We are back. Hi. I would like to show you my prompt. Then I want to see your prompts and your forms. I have only typed one short prompt. I have not taken a look at the result. I've seen the result. I haven't tested the form. So I'm just going to do this with you. I'm going to share my screen. This is my form. This is my prompt. Really simple. Generate a form for my small business. I own a beauty salon. I need a form that my clients can use to book an appointment with me. Include all the questions you think are necessary for this purpose. Very simple. I did not give it any context because the context is artifacts. So I didn't use any complicated language or slang or jargon, just generate a form for my small business. I own a beauty salon. I need a form that my clients can use to book an appointment with me. Include all the questions you think are necessary for this purpose. And this is the result. Let's test it together. First name, last name, email address, phone number, service. Nice. You can select a service from a drop-down menu. This is a drop-down menu and you can select a service. I want to see what happens when I select other, because it says other, please specify. Now, where do I specify it? Fantastic. It opened a new box where I can input a new service. Let's see what happens if I select haircut. The box disappears. Very, very well done. Very well done. Preferred stylist or therapist. Look, a list of 4 names. Interesting. Now I can go and change the names. I can ask Gwen to change the names because there is no stylist with me whose name is Sarah Johnson, but it's really interesting. Preferred date. Look, a calendar tool. Really nice. Preferred date is tomorrow. Preferred time is 2 p.m. Estimated duration, I would say 45 minutes because my hair is short. My hair, let's say 60 minutes. Special requests or notes, allergies, preferences, specific requests. None. I am a new client. Subscribe to our newsletter for promotions and updates. I don't want to do that. I'm going to book the appointment and see what happens. So once you book the appointment, the form clears. Everything disappears. Of course, then you have to connect this to a database where all of the information ends up. Maybe a spreadsheet, an Excel sheet, don't know. But the form itself, for being the first time that it generates the form, it included a lot of questions that were really good. Now I want to test something. What if I put a phone number in my email address field? Let's say I'm confused. I'm gonna put my phone number here. I expect to see a message that says, this is not an email address. It doesn't have any boundaries. And here I put my email address and it doesn't say anything about it. So I can go back to the prompt and say, put some controls in the fields that prevents the customer from typing a phone number in the email address field and vice versa. Something like that. And I will do that later, not right now. I want to see your forms now. Emanuele is on the train. Safe travels, Emanuele. Safe travels. I'm wishing you safe travels. Enjoy your train ride. I can see that. That's so nice that you still want to connect to the lesson even though you're on the train. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for connecting and being part of this lesson, even though you are traveling. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And Vincenza, you go ahead and share yours. Okay, please read your prompt out loud. Yes. Nice. Now show us your form in full screen mode. Yeah, I know. They can interfere. Let's test it. Check-in date. Check-in time. That's a nice little clock tool where you can select the hour and the minutes. It's perfect. It's really good. Yes, exactly. And you don't want customer requesting a check-in time at 2:05 p.m. So yes, definitely. Checkout date, checkout time. Nice. Single. Okay. So you haven't selected a room type, and you should probably have that field as a mandatory field, like you have to choose. Number of adults, maximum occupancy per room is 4 guests. That's very well explained. See how it gives you the correct wording for everything you're trying to do. Yes. You can put that in your next prompt when you go back and say, look, when somebody selects full name, email, And when you confirm the reservation, it usually clears the form. Does it do that for you? Mm-hmm. Nice. It made it mandatory for you to fill in that field. Hmm. And still, okay, maybe it's just that it doesn't know what to do with this form, with the data that you have put in this form, because it's not connected to a database. So maybe it's just not doing that because of this thing that we haven't addressed yet. But it's a nice form. I mean, it has several things that you might need. Good. Go back and start typing things that you've noticed. And in the meantime, I'll ask you stop sharing your screen, yes? And Cristiana, you go ahead and share your screen. Mm-hmm. No problem. Mine is very simple as well. That's a good prompt. It is simple, and you don't have to start with something that's complex. Did you see the difference? Yeah, but look at that. She specified it's a restaurant, and it shows, look at the aesthetics of the form. It even gave your restaurant a name, La Bella Vista. Authentic Italian cuisine. That's interesting. Look at that. It's actually web page. That's really interesting. I like it. I like the way it's thinking. This is not just a form, it's a web page. Perfect. Test it with us. Your email address. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can click on the calendar tool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's it. It's asking you what type of occasion it is. Additional notes, and maybe here, this is where you can specify what type of occasion it is or none. Okay. See what happens when you click reserve your table. Oh, it clears all of the things that you have typed or selected. Interesting. Nice. I like it. I really like it. Imagine what you can do if you spend time prompting and all the things that a small business, small businesses sometimes are like, oh, I don't have a website because it's expensive and it's this and it's that. And, you just start prompting. It's a very good thing to start prompting, even to get ideas. And then you can actually end up with a cute little website that it's not the Coca-Cola website, but it works and it serves your business. Okay, Emanuele, I'm pretty sure you weren't able to do that, and if you were, you can't share your screen. So we're going to move to the next part of this lesson. We took a longer time for the forms, but that's okay. And I would like for you to open your Google Drive. Open your Google Drive. log in with your Google account. Because, yes, oh yes, you can close mine. So we're just going to, each one of us will have their own Google Drive page open. And I would like to just retrieve the last form that you have created. You have created a form and you probably still have that form somewhere. Yes, the last form that we've created together for your hotel, for your restaurant. And just tell me if you have any number of form responses. See, I have none, I have 0. Do you have a little number that shows here that tells you how many? 1, okay. Cristiana, how many responses do you have in your form? Yes. Okay. That's okay. Just you can find your Google form in your Google Drive. So if you go to recent, perfect. Now you should have a little number next to answers. I forgot to send you that email. Oh my goodness. I told you that I was going to send you an email with the instructions to set your account to English. I forgot. I completely forgot. I am so sorry. Please accept my apologies. Have you managed to set your account language to English? Okay. You did? Well done. So I'm so sorry. I forgot to send that email. Anyway, my question to you, Cristiana, is do you have a little icon next to this tab? There's a number with one icon, with a little number like 1 or 2. Does it say 2? Okay, perfect. That's what I want. Now, I want you to look for this icon, connect to sheets. I'm not sure if it says connect. So it's still in Italian. Okay. I'll have to send you the instructions. Oh, sorry. Anyways, can you see this icon, the green icon that says connect? Vincenza, do you see the green icon? Okay. Emanuele, are you on Google Drive? Emanuele, are you on Google Drive? I cannot hear you. You are muted. Let's see if I can send you a request to activate your audio. Are you on Google Drive? If you're not on Google Drive, don't worry. That's okay if you're not. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. Are you on Google Drive? Yes, I would like for you to find it's, you know what, it's going to be difficult on your phone. So don't worry. Okay? Just look at my screen at this point, okay? So what we're doing is we're connecting our form to Google Sheets. Go ahead, Vincenza and Cristiana, and click on that icon. And it will ask you what you want to do. Do you want to create a new sheet? Or do you want to select a pre-existing sheet? Create a new sheet. Yes. Create a new sheet and then click create. And you will see all the existing information being transferred to a Google Sheet. This is live. This is live. Now, if you go on to your form and you fill in a new form, it will automatically transfer all the data to this sheet. So this is why form is considered a storage service, because you can store your data to Google Sheets. I am going to now try and show you what this does, where you look, I am filling in my form. See, it's just random questions. It's not a very good form. Oh. And as you can see, this is all, okay. Why is it not? No, this means that when you see the red asterisk, it means this is a mandatory question. But I'm not sure what it is that's preventing me from sending the link. That's very strange. I'm going to reload the website and see what's going on. Because I wanted you to see how the data transfer to the Google Sheet is immediate. It's really, really fast. It's not working. What's going on? What's going on? This is so strange. Time of arrival, party size, number of adults. That's really strange. I'm going to remove all mandatory questions. Just see, you can remove mandatory, like that it has to be filled in. I'm going to remove all of that. And let's see what happens. Okay. See, there's something wrong with my forms. Something wrong with my forms, but I'm pretty sure that's all about the fact that it's my Google account is under a domain. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just gonna create a new one. Have you tried? I want you to try and fill in a form. Oh, let's do this one. Fill in a form and see your data transferred to the spreadsheet. I'm going to share a file. I'm going to load a file, just a picture. Okay. Send it. Oh, it just won't work. There's something wrong with all of my forms. Have you successfully submitted a form? I can't submit. I just can't submit. Can you try and submit your form, Vincenza? You go to preview and you can't submit your own forms either? That's so strange. Cristiana, does your form work? we are trying to use our forms and hit submit. It's just not working. Yeah, please let me know. Fill in. Okay. That is so strange. Never happened to me before, especially with a form that I have created. Let's try something else. I'm gonna try this. Very strange. Not even this other account works. That is a mystery. That is a mystery. Don't know what it is, honestly. Does it work? Anyways, if yours works, can you check if the information has been transferred to the Google Sheets? Go back to your Google Sheet. Is it there? Okay, Cristiana, have you managed to fill in your form and transfer the data to the Google Sheets? Mm-hmm. The old ones. Those are the old ones that you already had. Now, my question to you is, fill in another response, create another response, and see if it transfers to your Google Sheets. Yes. I've never seen this happen before. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct. But did you create a new reservation? Did it end up there? Did it end up in the sheet? Perfect. So, see, that's what's happening. I don't know why. That's really, really strange. Do you have a preview? Use it on another account. But it seems like a global problem. It's not just me. Okay. That's also strange. Have you tried clicking on the eye icon that says preview? Doesn't work. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. So not the preview, but the link. Yes, that's what it's doing. Cristiana, Vincenza fixed the problem. No, you did. I just did it. When you were describing your process, I was following along and doing the same things that you were telling me to do, and it works. So, Cristiana, here's the problem. You have to publish, apparently. You have to publish your form and then copy the link. Okay, I'm done. You can say, I'm done, or I did it. Okay. Perfect. This is an automatic storage process that is very, very useful if you need to have your data in one place. And then if you have to work on your data, because once you have your data, you can filter your data. You can group your data. All of the customers that are coming tonight, all of the customers that have a reservation for tomorrow, all the customers that have a reservation for Saturday, you can group your data, you can sort your data, you can filter your data. And this is so simple, so easy that I don't know why most business don't even know about Google Forms. I don't know why. It's so simple. It's easy. It's free. I have no idea why people are not doing this often. So one thing that I want to show you is once you have your data, let's see, I'm going to show you some data that I have. Let's see, I want to show you something that you can do with your Google Sheets once you have your data. Probably not here, probably in here. So this is data that you might have received from a form. You can sort it, you can filter it, you can reorder it, you can organize it. And the benefits of having your data in one place, this is called, what you're looking at, this is called raw data. Raw data. With your raw data in one place, you can do so many things. You can filter them in additional pages, for example. You can create a filter in this page, in the raw data page, the raw data sheet. You can create a chart. There are so many things you can do with your raw data. Now, this is just an example. This is not data that I have collected from a form, but it could be data from a form. And then with your form, with your data collected from a form, you can start applying, I don't know, a color, for example. I want to click on the first row. As you can see, the data is organized in rows and columns. So this is a row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. These are rows. And these are columns. Columns are identified by letters, and rows are identified by numbers. So you have row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and then for columns you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc., etc. So rows and columns, they intersect. The intersection of a row and a column is a cell. This is a cell. This one is a cell. A cell. And you can define a cell by the intersection between a row and a column. So how do you identify a cell? By taking the letter from the column and the number from the row. So this is cell D5. D5. This is cell A1. A cell. Again, an intersection between a row and a column. Have you worked with spreadsheets? Have you worked with spreadsheets, especially with Google Sheets? Have you ever worked with Google Sheets? I know you did. You haven't, Cristiana? Okay, so my question again is, have you worked with spreadsheets? No, I have you? No, I haven't. Haven't. Have you worked? No, I haven't. Did you work? No, I didn't. Okay, so just pay attention to the verb that I use in the question to answer the question. So next time we will be working on spreadsheets together. We will be doing some basic actions on Google Sheets, and I hope that next time everybody will be able to be on a computer. I will send out a reminder. Hopefully I won't forget. But we need to have a computer next time in order for the lesson to go smoothly. Let's see, somebody typed something. Okay, bless you. So just one thing, I don't want you to do anything else right now. We only have a few minutes before our lesson ends. I want to show you a few things that I'm doing, a few actions, and next time we'll be performing the actions. So the first thing I want you to do is look at my sheet, because I'm going to rename my sheet. And this will be done by clicking on the sheet name, and I will call this, I don't know, clients favorite items. Clients favorite items. Clients apostrophe favorite items. I have many clients. We only need one apostrophe when the word that I'm using already has an S at the end. Clients favorite items. So I have renamed my sheet. So this is the first action that I have performed. I'm going to type a list of actions here for you to take a look at. 1, rename your sheet. 2, I am going to add a sheet. I'm going to create a new sheet that will be part of my workbook. This is a workbook. A book has many pages. A book has many pages. This book right now only has one page. I'm going to create a new page in my workbook by clicking on the plus sign at the bottom of the page on the left-hand side. See, I have created a new sheet, a new page in my workbook. So action number 2 is create a new sheet in my workbook. Then let's see, number 3 is rename the new sheet. Going to rename the new sheet by clicking on the arrow. Do you see that arrow? That little arrow pointing down? When I click on that arrow, more options will be revealed so that I can look for rename. And this will be phone numbers. Just because I want a list of phone numbers for my clients. I have renamed my new sheet. I am going to select a row. The next action is to select a row. So action number 4 is to select a row. In order to select an entire row, I just need to do one click. It's not a double click, it's a one click on the little number. See? Once you click on the number that corresponds to the row that you want to select, the whole row is selected. The entire row is selected. Select one row. Now select the second row. Select row number 3. I want to select the first row because the first row must contain the column names. So I'm going to make it very, very bright so that I know what's in there. And I am going to set the background color to orange. This is another action, number 5. Set the background color to orange. That's another option. That's another action. So far we've done 5 things. I have renamed my sheet. I have created a new sheet in my workbook. I have created a new sheet, renamed it. I have selected a row, and then I have set the background color to orange. 5 actions on a spreadsheet. Now, all of these actions are simple, basic actions, but doing this in English is, it's different than just doing it in Italian and clicking, and thinking about the things that you say or do while you are doing them. So one last action, and then maybe we can try and set our accounts to English. We'll do this together since we have some time. One last action is to type the column names. Client's name, phone number. So I have typed, Zoom is driving me crazy today. I have typed column names. Typed column names. Okay, 6 basic actions. Next time we will work on these actions and more actions that we can perform on Google Sheets. I'm going to I'm not going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to show you how to change your language settings inside your Google account. So change your language from Italian to English. And this is how it's done. You click on the icon at the top of your page, at the top of your browser, and you can see your account icon on the right-hand side of the page. Click on it. I'm sorry, I need to erase all of those. Let's see, erase everything, erase. Okay. So I'm going to click on my account icon, and I'm going to manage your account. Manage your account. Tell me when you're ready for the next step. Thank you. Oh, I have to take a look at this. Are you there? Are you on the... Okay. Now, this is where you want to go. It's supposed to be personal information. The second tab. Have you found it? Okay. 1 second. You did? Good. I'm glad how you're interacting in English. I'm glad to see how you're interacting in English. Okay, let's scroll down, scroll, until you see preferences. And you should see language. Click on it and change your language. I have tried adding more than one language, but then it still chooses the first one. Because you haven't changed it in here. Okay. Oh, you added a second language. I know. It just fools you into believing, oh, I will have a list of options for you. It doesn't. So I'm just going to change my language to English. English. Christiana, do you have a little? Does it have a list of, like, once I type English, it gives me a list of countries. Do you see the list of countries? You have. Yes. Yes. And it doesn't give you, look at my screen. Does it give you a list of countries? I have a list of countries. After selecting English, it shows me a list of countries. And I have to select the country. And does it, just try selecting United States. Try selecting United States. And then save. Does it work? Great. Okay, good. Perfect. Now all of your Google account services are in English, and this is good for you. That's normal. Have you reloaded the page? Still in the time. I don't know. There might be something. Okay, you're my testing girl, the girl that wants to perform the test. And I love that. I'm going to test something. So instead of saying I make a test, you can say, I'm going to test something. I'm going to test something. I'm going to try something. Okay, so tests is not something you make, something you do. Good, I want to show you. I want to see you testing things. Okay, so now you have set your account to English, which is good for next time, because when you go to your file, see, my Google Sheets is still in. Oh, by the way, Google Sheets has a separate thing for language. So for Google Sheets, you should go to File, Settings, and here you need your specific setting for your sheet. Yes. That's still in Italian though. It's driving me crazy. What's going on? I don't know. There might be some updating. Have you tested? Failed. Okay. Me too. I went to my file settings. I have selected the country. It's still in Italian. I don't know what it is. There's something fishy about Google today. I don't know what it is. Next time we'll probably have it. Maybe it just needs to update. I don't know. Next time we need to make sure that we have our settings in English because we want to work on Google Sheets. And when I go here, I don't want to see inserisci. I want to see insert. I want to see format. I want to see data. I want to see tools or extensions. I want to see the English words. So if we haven't done so, once we start the next lesson, we will all try and set our language settings to English. We'll do it together if you haven't managed to do so. Okay, I'm going to say bye. I'm going to tell. That's a bad idea because you know what that does? It translates for you and it's a live translation and it's usually bad English. So instead of drop down menu, diceva colo a picco, something like that. Traduce proprio, it just gives you a bad translation. So, caduta impicchiata. For drop down menu, it used to say caduta impicchiata. So, no thank you, we don't want that. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for this lesson, and I will see you next time. Enjoy your lunch. Bye. Bye. Okay. Ok, bye. So, se state guardando questa live in differita, avete appena guardato una lezione che si chiama Inglese per il digitale ed è una lezione di informatica di base e medio avanzata interamente in inglese. Grazie per aver guardato, trovate la registrazione sul canale. A presto, ciao!